Hello again there, internet. It's Boomer Gus. Yeah, that's right, you motherfuckers. I'm a king of my castle. I got myself a house. I got myself a car. I got myself a motorcycle. I got myself 15 hookers on speed dial. Yeah, I tell you what, my coke dealer is my favorite buddy. Yeah, I have him over every time. He don't want to stay too long. No, I don't understand that much. He don't want to chat no more. It ain't like the old days like we used to run back in the 70s. We got away with murder, like quite literally. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, we murdered some people and nobody know about it. Shh, hush, hush. You gotta keep that on the down low, okay? You know what I'm saying? You don't tell nobody about that. It's straight from the Boomer Gus's mouth. Yeah. You know what? One of my favorite things to do in business meetings, and you're talking about lunchtime. We go to the fucking stripper club. We have a couple of beers, and I go and snort some coke out of fucking hooker's asshole. Best thing ever, I tell you that much. I love myself some fucking veterans too. My daddy, he was in the war. Mama's in the war. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That must have been real tough. I'm telling you. Daddy, he went through 2 wars. Yeah, he don't talk about it much, but he said he was in Korea too. And he real screwed up. He real quiet man. He don't talk about it much. Mama always said, don't pry too much when he's in his room. He just in his rocker. He ain't doing much, staring out the fucking window like a fucking idiot. I was so happy when he died. He was such a pain in the ass. He kept asking me to do things. Get out and like go and do something with my life, and I'm just like, Daddy, I ain't fucking doing that. I got myself a job at the dealership. Yeah. He got me that job too, He got me that job at the dealership. He was working there. Yeah. 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 It was so fucking easy, I tell you. Scamming people used to be like fucking water. I tell you, drinking it, shit like that, smoking and drinking on the job and no problems, environmental concerns, all this fucking faggotry bullshit. Ain't no problem with fucking fags. Used to go out and bash them all the time and curb stomp them or fucking beat them over with a fucking baseball bat. It was fucking awesome. You bashing heads were my sacred activities. Yeah. Yeah, I know what I mean. That's why they're never real competition for me though, because I'm a big ass motherfucker. I'm the best man there is. I'm the best man you'll ever meet. Yeah, best mechanic you'll ever know too. I tell you what, I'm so happy for them veterans, including my daddy, even though he was messed up motherfucker, And my kid, he said, why don't you join the forces, why don't you join the Air Force or something like that? Make yourself into a man, It did wonders for my family, he said all that all the time, and I look back and I said maybe I should have done that, but I'm so glad I didn't. That's why I moved to Canada, so I didn't have to go to Vietnam. I'm so glad. That's why I love war movies. I love laughing at those people getting blown up. Is they fucking stupid and poor, and most of them fucking naggers are Asians. And talking about the fucking zipper heads. I don't give no shit. Yeah. And them Mexicans, I love seeing them get blown up too. That's the best part. Oh yeah. I tell you, man. I sweat lots in my life. Oh yeah, I have. I sweat lots. I deserve everything I have. And the '80s was so fucking awesome. Greed is good. That was such a good message. I love that movie. Oh yeah. There was a big old downturn in the recession or whatever it was, and right around '84. And, I made off like a bandit. These people couldn't fix their cars, and they come bring them down to me. I do a little, shade tree mechanic bullshit, and they come back 3 days later. They pay me more money. It was so fucking awesome, And then like, my cousin, he had a GTO judge at one point. Yeah. He put it away. He come at me later, back in the late '90s, and he says, I want you to have it. I want you to look after it, restore it. And I was like, I ain't got no fucking money for this shit. I ain't got no money for this shit. I got 2 hot rods I'm trying to build, Where you bring this to me, to my property, Get that piece of crap. It's fucking rotten. Get it out of here. It ain't worth nothing. I don't regret that, I regret not having the money, because I had them damn kids, you see. I had them fucking kids in the 80s, they sucked me dry. Yeah, they sucked me fucking dry. I tell people I love kids and everything like that, but I don't like kids at all. No. The kids are fucking stupid, Kids are fucking stupid. They just do nothing but whine and complain. They don't know how to do nothing, I try to show them what to do, and I slap them on the ass and on the face, when they're doing wrong, and then they just start crying. They just start crying. I don't understand that. And I was brought up well, and I was raised up by good intentions and good ethics, a good Christian home. You know what I'm saying? That's why I fucking left the States and came up to Canada. I was not fucking fighting no goddamn war for Nixon. I tell you that much. Whoever the fuck his face was, after JFK got shot. Yeah. And them fucking faggots, them fucking hippies over in San Francisco, they're all high on fucking acid and shit like that. I had acid once, I thought it was, it was like a vacation. I was like 17 years old. Yeah, we just do put that in our fucking coffee in the morning before I go on the line, Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We used to smoke inside the fucking assembly plant, It was good, snorting coke off the fucking hoods and whatnot, St. Thomas plant. Yeah. They didn't ever check my record, they just, he's just from the States, he must be okay. He loves Chevrolet and Ford and Chrysler, He's a good old American boy up here in Canada. He's, he got a farm in Leamington. Yeah. He's got a solid story, He making people laugh real good too, That's why I'm gonna keep him around. I don't give a shit if he screws some things up sometimes or he steals something, because he does it a lot. I think it's hilarious. He was screwing over GM and Ford, because they don't pay us enough, And our union. Thank God for the union. I know that's what I'm saying. Thank God for my union. Absolutely. I got this buddy Johnny, it's hilarious. He shows up drunk every day. He don't do shit. He walk around the plant, at the time. And and they don't fire him. We take 15 days off and come back. We do buddy punching, all this fucking dirty ass shit. We take parts off the line. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's screw over the fucking company. Yeah, every time. It don't matter about the fucking rich people. I got my pension. I got my 401k. We sucked them dry. It was awesome. Yeah, look at me. Yeah. They fucking stupid motherfuckers. Yeah, that's right. It's because we use the fucking commie mentality against them. Yeah, that's right. We use the commie mentality that we were fighting over in Vietnam and Afghanistan, that the Soviets were fighting anyway at the time, the whole stuff, that whole affair back in the 90s, that was just a total clusterfuck, I can't believe those boys went through that. God bless their soul, I'm glad it was them instead of me, though. Now, what else do I want to say right now? I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I'm the best mechanic you'll ever see. You understand? Yeah. I know V8's inside out. You know, them fucking sucking squeezers, banging, blowing. Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing but like the heartbeat of America. I tell you that much. You know, them Camaros. I used to love them lots. You know, IROCs. You know, and I got lots of pussy with them. You know, that's how I got my ex-wife. You know, she was a hooker. You see. And nobody cared at that time. It was desirable, you know. You go get yourself a porn star or some Playboy spread model. That was all awesome, you know. Get yourself some supermodel pussy. Yeah, like I said, you know, it was a good time. You know, this is how I set up my business. You know, independent mechanic. You know, you sit down and lunch with other people, price fix and shit like that. Make sure nobody get left behind. You know, God bless them soldiers. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm the best mechanic you'll ever see. You know. Yeah, yeah. That's what everybody else tells me too. Hey, Boomer Gus, you're the best mechanic we've ever had. You know, thank you for sticking around. Yeah, you're such a good pal, buddy, old pal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they even promoted me to management. You know, that's how good I was. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know what I also love? I love making fun of retards. You know, they're so entertaining. Yeah, yeah, they're so fucking entertaining. You know, they just go around doing retarded shit. You know, like deliverance. I love that fucking retard, that inbred. You know, it reminds me of my cousin. Yeah, yeah. You know, I love watching Barrett Jackson and shit like that, and Hot Rod Power Tour. You know, it reminds me of the good old days when gasoline was flowing. When rotate them tires and set the fires. You know, we ain't got no problem. We never had any problems with fucking environmentalism. You know, I was pouring fucking gasoline on the ground. Nobody ever told me not to do it. Mm-hmm. Burying shit and whatever. You know, and then whatever environment, the EPA or the Environment Canada came around, we just be like, oh, hey, how's it going, man? You want a beer? And he wouldn't even think about doing the inspection. You know, he's just another brother as far as I'm concerned. You know, he just didn't want to work on the tools no more. I got nothing against that. I got nothing against that. You know, it's hard being a mechanic, though, working above your head all the time, pulling stuff out of the car. That's why I like doing brake jobs. Brake jobs are fucking easy. I don't want to I don't be bent over no fucking underneath no hoods no more. That's why I'm retired. And that's why I got my retirement plan. Yeah, I scammed the government too in between when I wasn't working. Yeah, it's so fucking easy. It used to be so fucking easy. All you gotta do is like fucking drop. All you'd have to do is drop a fucking log on your toe and limp around for a while, and then no problem. It's not like they send private investigators after you like they do now. Mm-hmm. That's what I tell my kids to do, but they keep saying, this internet thing that I'm figuring out just right now. You know, as a king, he don't need no fucking internet. He got himself the human network. I go around and I just talk to people. I call them up on the phone. It's so fucking easy. I know so many people that don't want any part of the internet. Yeah, they don't want any part of it. They say it's fucking evil. Fucking evil, yeah. That's what they say. And I'm starting to think that they're right. I'm not exactly on board with it, but, I'm willing to try it. Just like cocaine. Yeah, I had some good times with cocaine. I'm telling you, Camaros and drag racing on the streets and stuff like that. Yeah, running from the cops. We used to laugh at the cops all the time. I had a fucking. My brother was on the force, so I was untouchable. They wouldn't even go near me. Yeah, they thought I was a confidential informant, but I never rat on somebody, Stitches get bitches, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll tell you what, I tell you what, that's how that goes, That's why I love watching Barrett Jackson. They're fucking jacking up the prices, so like the fucking young kids can't have them. They're pieces of shit. Muscle cars were never good handling cars. They just go around in circles like fucking NASCAR, and you know, do it for Dale and all that shit. Yeah, that's right. I love that man. This is why I got nothing to worry about. Is my attitude of gratitude. I'm telling you. I got so much. I'm thankful. I thank the veterans and the war heroes and the guide. I'm talking about. I'm very thankful. Very thankful. I gotta be humble. Gotta be humble. Absolutely. Yeah. It's important to be humble. I tell you that much. If I'm gonna give you any advice from old Gus here. Yeah. Now, this is why I became a farmer. I was able to when it says done scamming the government for disability, excuse me, and other resources, and taking my banker and my accountant out for lunches and getting their dicks sucked off. There's nothing like, and then I introduced them to snorting coke out of hookers' assholes, and they think it's fucking hilarious, especially when the hooker farts in your fucking face, they love it too. That's what I'm saying. Now my ex-wife, it's because she don't put out no more. That's why I divorced her. I didn't want to be around the kids no more neither, because all that kids. As soon as I was 19, actually when I was 17, I left home. And I was a street kid, and then I worked my way up by stealing and thieving and boosting cars, and I got more money that way, and I got a reputation. And then I set up my own shop. You didn't need to have a license in those days. You start working on cars, and no problem. Yeah, underground. Yeah, I love that shit. Them naggers, they know lots about that. I love racing naggers. And they didn't have very fast cars. They didn't have much at all. I love burning them too. We made sure they never got any jobs. Yeah, that's how that went. Oh, what's this? Man, what can I say? I'm the best mechanic you'll ever have. Yeah. I know how to wheel and deal. I know how to turn a wrench. I know how to turn a drum. I know how to rotate them tires and put some freaking brake pads on. And I know how to pull an engine, take it apart, put it back together. I don't care if it don't work after, because that's the customer's problem. If it blows up and it starts leaking oil, that's not my problem. I'll put the old parts back in. Mm-hmm. I'll put the money. I'll put the cost on the bill and said I did it, but we never. Oh, me and Buddy over there the next day, we both know we didn't do it. I took them parts and hot parts. I went and put them in my own car, my own Camaro at the time. Yeah, freedom fighter. That's what I'm saying. What I used to call it. Yeah, that's right. I painted a big old flag on it. Yeah. It was such a symbol. Everybody loved me for it. They always gave me the big old waggle of the finger and waved at me. Yeah, I love the admiration. Even the negativity. They give me the finger and stuff like that. I just feed off of that shit. Just feed off of it. I love when people get angry at me. Love it. Absolutely amazing. I love it when people get angry at me. That's why I love fucking Barrett Jackson, and people getting angry at them because of fucking shitty cars, and there were some better ones at point in time, but things that they ain't, people don't make things the way they used to, you know, it ain't 100% steel. It ain't a body on frame. As soon as they came around with those unibody fucking cars, I knew it was all over. That's what I'm saying. As soon as they started bringing in mechanical fuel injection, in the 80s, I knew it was over, and more computers and stuff like that, I'm just, it's just the way it was, I'm much rather have sex in the back seat kind of guy than in this newfangled, fold the seats down sort of bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, and then these fucking people movers and vans and stuff like that. I have a friend, he had a van, it was real fun. We used to, during high school, we used to, hotbox that fucking thing, and nobody came after us because, we were badass motherfuckers, right? They all knew I fucking crashed a Nova, so they know I was tough as fuck, right? And nobody came near me. And then anybody that did, I bashed them on the head with a fucking baseball bat. I got kicked out of school at 17. Yeah, because I was a man. Yeah, and then my daddy, he kicked me out of the house at 19 because he said it was, I was disrupting the entire family. But, it was because I was better than him. I was smarter than him, too. That's why I didn't join the Air Force and go to Vietnam, and I ran up here. And I draft dodges. I tells you that. I can tell that now because it's past the statute of limitations. And nobody give no shits. yeah. And that's what I'm saying, man. Retirement's pretty good. Just sitting here. I ain't got no kids. Got no ex-wife no more. I got them fucking hookers on speed dial. Got my cocaine dealer on speed dial. I don't need friends no more. I just manipulate the government and I just start yelling to the internet and everybody listens. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good life, I tell you. I can't wait until, until I'm in the hospital and I get to grab ass with the fucking nurses. I'll just grab them by the pussy, like Trump. That'd be a good time to scoot around and get them fucking boner pills for free. In the retirement home. I'm gonna keep sitting on this condo for a while. Drive the price up, make sure the speculation keeps happening. Because that's the way it is. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure this thing's worth $1 million before I leave, and then I'm gonna give none of my money to my children. Them spoiled brats. They just keep asking for help and shit like that, and I'm just like, why don't you? And my son, he can't get a job right now. He says it costs too much to live where he wants to and where he wants to work. And I'm like, you're fucking stupid. Why don't you go make some money on the side? And then he's like, it's too much money. I can't do 2 jobs at the same time and look after my wife. She works all the time, at the hospital. I like his wife, she's a hot one. She's a hot nurse, I want her to be my wet nurse. She's sucking my dick, when I'm fucking in the retirement home. That'd be fucking awesome. I'd love to dominate my son, I would love to do that. Because, he's fucking stupid. He's fucking stupid, That's why, I don't know why he became an aircraft mechanic, Those guys are fucking dumb, They get to work in really awkward spaces and whatnot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, They don't get paid shit in comparison to an auto mechanic, I said, but I told my son, don't become an automotive mechanic. You're not going to like it. Because I didn't want him taking my fucking job. Now, some people say I shouldn't go around them hookers or strippers no more because they, I see these signs when I'm going for a trip, going for a trip to see a friend somewhere else in the province, and because we're doing some shady shit, Yeah. Anyway, don't tell nobody about that. That's between you and me, Boomer Gus. You understand? Our little secret. Now, I think I need to smoke more cigarettes. That's why the painters used to act, you know. They didn't need no masks and didn't need no environmental regulations. We used to wash our hands in Varsol, you know. And we just threw it out the back door. And no problem, you know. It didn't matter at that time, you know. I don't know where this environmentalism came from. There used to be global cooling, you know, and now it's global warming. They can't. Them stupid scientists, them fucking engineers, they can't make up their fucking minds. I can build a car in my fucking garage, you know. I don't need no fucking instructions. I don't need nobody. Mm-hmm. Now I'm telling you, you know, like this is why I'm so mad because there's no more common sense, you know. And nobody wants to trust nobody no more. You know, this internet is fucking evil. It's evil. Yeah, it really is. You know, I'm very thankful, you know, to you nerds out there. You know, you give me this opportunity to talk to the whole world, you know, a whole fucking world, because everybody wants a piece of me, you know. Boomer Gus for president. Actually, prime minister. I don't know if I'd ever go back to the United States. You know, they might put me in jail. I don't know if they'll even let me across the border, to be honest with you, but I don't give a shit. You know, I would just fucking shoot up the fucking cops and run across the border and then never see me again. Yeah, that's right. I love my guns and my hookers and my blow. Yeah, and my marijuana and my alcohol, my cigarettes. You know, vices are virtues. That's what I tell you. You know, the more of a bad person you are, the more desirable you are. Yeah, yeah, that's the way it is, the way it should be. If I tell you, you know, the dominance hierarchy. Yeah, I heard about this Jordan Peterson fella. You know, he's telling people to make their beds. I told my fucking son to do that years ago. He's fucking stupid. I tell you, that Jordan Peterson, he's a fucking stupid motherfucker. You know, him telling me, you don't need to tell me what the fuck to do. I make my bed in the morning. You know, I make my toast. You know, and then I go to the garage and I smoke myself a fucking huge old reefer. And then I get to work on somebody else's car. I don't even put it back together right because I don't need no instructions. I've been a mechanic for 30 years. Yeah, that's why I laugh at my fucking son. You know, I tried to let him figure it out all on his own. You know, because you know that's the way you should try and let the kids figure it out on their own. And then when they when you don't figure it out, you come down on them like a ton of bricks. You know, that's the best way to parent, in my opinion. Yeah, yeah. This is why I laugh at him with the Subarus. You know, Subarus are fucking fags, man. They're fucking Jap scrap. You know, Asian persuasion and shit like that. You know, I don't mind. You know, an Asian woman every once in a while. I order her up out of the back pages. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and Craigslist is fucking hilarious. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me see. Them Asian girls, they love getting it up the fucking poop snoop. You know, stick my dick up the ass. I actually like anal a little bit more. You know, it reminds me of my old days. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, geez. You know, and then that's what I'm saying. You know, them fucking Subaru owners, they take it up the ass. You know, they're for fucking faggots. You know, that's why I love watching my son try to work with his car. Took him a whole fucking month to put that car back together. You know, that's why I let him use the garage so I can laugh at him every once in a while. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he don't want to listen. You know, he says these cars ain't nothing like American cars. You know, and I worked on plenty of Asian cars in my time. You know, lots of them. Excuse me, just a little extra seasoning. Yeah, yeah. I'd rather people have Chevy Cavaliers, so that's what I say. You know, I'd rather have them have neons and what else, you know, because they break more often and I get more money. That's how I got my castle, you see, was burning other people, you know, and burning stupid people. You got to take advantage of stupid people. You don't educate them about their cars, you know. If they know too much, they'll start working on it themselves. That's how fucking easy it is. That's how fucking easy it is, you know. And what can I say? You know, these kids these days, they ain't got no fucking brains in their heads. You know, they don't even know how to turn a fucking wrench. You know, they don't want to work. They don't want to work. You know, just like my son, he don't want to work no more because he says it ain't worth it. He said, you keep saying there's too much money, and he keeps asking me for help. You know, and then I sold his guns and he got fucking angry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. And I laughed at him, you know, because he got involved with a stupid woman. And he was stupid enough, then, you know, to get the cops called on him, even get him charged, you know. That's why I'm so smart, you know, for all the crimes I did when I was young. I never got caught for them, you know. Never got caught. Not to this day, you know. Like I said, we got away with murder, my friends and I, you know, street races, shit like that, and fucking bashing homos. Yeah, pushing naggers and Asian people and Mexicans all over the place. You know, it was fucking grand. I love their food though. You know, I love their little extra spice. I love going for Asian food. I love going for the Indian foods. I love farting in their faces. You know, and goddamn Packies. You know, that is hilarious. Oh my god, I get so much rise out about them. Me and my friends. You know, we meet up in our muscle cars, you know, and our project cars, and then we just stand around the parking lot laughing at everybody else, you know, because they can't afford this shit. I'm at the top of my game. I'm Boomer Gus. I'll see you next time.